Hi everyone, my name is Adrien. I'm gonna stay here because I have to run the slide a bit. I'm excited, guys, to talk to you about how to build DApps using no code. It's a problem I figured as a freelance developer. I was asking to make the same Web3 blockchain integration again over and over and over and over. So we decided to create tools that allows anyone to create their dApps without coding and super fast. So I'm going to walk you through what is no code, what does that mean, what you can do with it today. We're going to review a bit the landscape of what you can do with blockchain applications. Then I'm going to walk through several verticals that you can use on XRP, and then we're going to wrap this up if you have questions. But first, what is no code? I guess you guys, do you know what's some of the logos on screen? You might know, for example, WordPress, Shopify, Webflow. So, for example, Shopify, it was quite complex to make your own e-commerce yourself before. Now you can do it in 2-3 hours. WordPress, I think it's around 50 or 60% on the website on the internet that I make with those. Basically, the idea is no code exists since a very long time, 35, 40 years. But it's just more and more powerful, and there are more and more tools that you can use today. So today, if you have a startup idea, the concept is you don't need to be a coder to make your project work, right? You have no excuse. You can just try to use Webflow, use Zapier for some automation, try to make something, try to test your market. You can do something quite fast. And I can give you some example. It's not just theoretical. For example, Zephyr is a European startup. They do something quite simple. Is imagine that you're selling your house and you need the cash now. Zephyr offer you a price, a flat price that is not non-negotiable. And you might go for that rather than go through the usual process of trying to sell it with brokers and real estate buyers. So it's kind of a simple idea, and they use Webflow, they use Airtable, they use automation. And they found the market, they found the market fit, they had lot of users, lot of revenues. And in the end, when they raised 20 million on this area with Sequoia, there was not a single line of code. So you can do quite a lot today. Now, blockchain, the blockchain application, it's not as wide, but let's say it's developing. So because we made a no-code tool, we reviewed the landscape, a cross-chain landscape of the blockchain application you can use today. We did around 7 categories. The first one is how to make a website, how to have website builders where you can embed blockchain. So you might know Shopify, you might know Bubble. So it's software that are here for since a while. They are not blockchain applications, but they have plugins that are very easy to install. Often it's just one click. And then like that, your websites become a decentralized application. But there is also other tools. For example, you might know Bonfire. Bonfire is widely popular with artists. When you're an artist, you create a website, and natively, it's going to embed a wallet connector. It's going to embed socials like Farcaster or Lens Protocol. Or it's going to embed the ability to mint an NFT if you're selling one. So you have those tools coming together to basically help you to make a website that can have native blockchain applications. When you're on the EVM, you might want tool to deploy smart contracts. So you have quite a lot of tools to help you to do that. What we call token issuance is tools that enables you to create your token and have a mint page when people can buy it or claim it. What we call token gating is the ability to provide utility to the token. So you can use your token to unlock access to an experience. You can do what we call token gating commerce. You can use NFT as a loyalty card. You can use You can use that to unlock access to newspaper, to content, to anything you can imagine. And a few other use cases that are popular is checkouts and dispensers, because sometimes when you make your application, when it's your business, you don't want your users to go on a platform to mint a token, or you want them to stay on your website, and you want to communicate with your users through your usual channels, like emails. So tools like Paper and LinkDrop, it enables you to send email to your users to say, oh, you are one of my most loyal users. Click on this link and go to my website, and you can mint this NFT for free or with a discount. You can use that as a kind of Web3 marketing, as a way to engage your users directly on your own media, on your own platform. And another one that's quite powerful, I'll finish with that on the landscape, is automations. You might know Zapier, Integromat. It's tools that enable you to automate a lot of tasks, and you have tasks that are specialized, tools that are specialized on reading what's possible on chain. What's cool with blockchain, it actually helps you to ship applications faster if you have the right tools. First reason is a ledger, a blockchain, is a common shared database. It's a public database. It's here, it's reliable. It should be always live. So you don't have to handle that, because for some of you who create their own project before, the DevOps, the data engineering parts can be quite complex. So you don't have to handle anything about that. And another great attributes of blockchain application is you don't need to handle user management. Okay, if your user have their own wallet, or if you create a wallet for them, you don't need to go through the process of creating user login passwords, making sure there is no leaks, there is no hacks. So all of that is at the protocol level managed for you. And it's also reduced a lot of the UX friction, right? I don't know if you have this case, but sometimes when I go on a website, they ask me for a password. I just quit. It's one step too much. So that's like two main attributes of blockchain application. And basically, all of that comes to this notion of composability. Composability is the fact that you can use several tools that use the blockchain, and they're going to seamlessly work together. If it was several tools using each of them a centralized database, you will have to go through a nightmare of compliance, security, data engineering to make them communicate. But because they all use the same blockchain, you can make them work together, and you can actually create kind of a strong use case with very little friction. Now, no code on XRP. So I would like to review with you 5 categories that I think are quite cool. The tooling ecosystem is quite there in terms of application that you can use. The first one is XRP Cafe. Who in the room already used that? A few of them, cool. So XRP Cafe, basically, it's quite simple. You go on the website, you log in with your wallet, and you define, like, if you use OpenSea, but it's kind of the same. You define your URL, your image. You create what's called a taxon ID, which is kind of a collection ID identifier. And you can create your collection like this in just a few clicks. So it's very easy to use. I think myself, I created a few. And another tool that's kind of have the same system of Launchpad is on XRP. So the same, you go to on XRP, you go to Launchpad, and you have the option to create your collection. They have a bit of curation to validate your product. But basically, you should be able to launch your NFT collection in less than an hour. And it's pretty cool. And for example, this is the kind of very basic proof of concept that one of the residents from XRPL Commons could do with with XRP Cafe, you have widgets that you can embed on your website. So you can embed the tokens that you want your users to mint, and they can just connect their wallets and mint them directly on your website. So it can be cool if you want to have a quick mint on your applications. The next one is issued currencies. So issued currencies is the equivalent of ERC20 on the EVM. It's a fungible token that you would like to share. A new project that recently did its own IDO is XP Market. XP Market, it's a platform that enables many things, but among them there is this token launchpad that you can see as a Kickstarter for Web3. So if you want to do a little fundraising, selling your token, you can contact XP Markets and they can make you a launchpad for your projects that you can put on the market. They did it for the dog food, their own products, and 24 days ago they raised 900k XRP, so it was quite successful. So it's could be a great tool if you would like to get your project started. And again, it's the same, it's no code, so they take care of everything. Another one is XTokenize. So XTokenize, it's no code, but it's a command line interface, right? So it looks like that. You need to open a terminal, you need to download a package and run it on your laptop. But basically, with this tool, you can create hundreds, thousands of fungible tokens, and you can put them on sale. You can share them with your community. So it's great to try how the chain works to see it yourself. But it's also a great tool if you would like to start a project and try to put the tokens in the hand of your users quickly. Next one is File Ledger. So File Ledger, they solve a problem that I come across very often when I talk with builders who create applications. Do you know what IPFS is? No? Okay. So just very quickly, IPFS is a decentralized storage. It allows you to share your data across a network of nodes and making sure that it's stored across. There is no central point of failure in case one of the services shuts down. And basically, it's great to that's what we use for NFTs, to make sure that if the guy who created the NFT store it on a server, if he stops paying it, the image disappears. So what we do instead, we store them on IPFS, and we can incentivize the nodes to keep the data live. But when you make your project, actually, I talk with a lot of builders, and half of the time, they want to use decentralized data, but they don't want to have all the data public. They want to make sure that the data can be stored and that there is no single point of failure, but they don't want all the internet to know about the name of the users, to know about all the data of their users. So there is this problem about how do you keep the data private while keeping it decentralized. And they use this tool that is kind of a Discord role. You know, on Discord, sometimes if you have a certain role, you can access some channels and talk with some folks. That's the same with File Ledger. They have a role-based system that enables only some part of your users to access some of the data. So this way you have a decentralized data that is resilient in case one of your providers fail, or if you want to hand over the project to someone else. But at the same time, you can keep the data private. So I don't have any self-serving tool to show you, but if you're interested, go on the website, go on their Discord. They have a great Discord and Telegram. Some part of the team is here. Very useful for most of the builders I've met who want to store data with privacy. Okay, last notion, and then I stop with the notions. But who knows about the ID? Cool. Some of you guys, I guess, entered this event with your credential from Heirloom that was on your iPhone. I'll just explain quick in 1 minute what is the ID for those who are not yet aware of the concept. It's kind of an old idea. It's this idea that instead of having, for example, with your passports, a centralized database with a central entity, like a government, who stores data about you, is that you are the owner of this identity, and that it uses blockchain technology to distribute this data across a network of nodes. But what is the most important is you decide what credentials you're going to store, and you decide what and with who you're going to share it. And it's very powerful for a lot of use cases. Today it was for an event. Again, it can be for loyalty. It can be for community engagement. It can be for so many use cases. It's kind of an alternative for NFTs. It's, again, if you want to, credentials are private. The owners, they can decide who they're going to share it with. And the difference with NFTs is that by design, all of the content for NFTs is public. So again, it enables you to have a decentralized way to store data about your users while keeping a lot of privacy about what is displayed in the application you're going to use. And so for those who have an iPhone, we're going to make a credential quickly. I want to show you how quick it is. So I created my Sowl account, so you can create your own. You go to the website, and then you have this credential page. So you can create your own credential. You, for example, are going to make a proof of attendance that you participated to this workshop. So you create a set quickly. It's going to ask you a few questions. You can choose. Actually, it's cool. You can choose how you're going to design it. You can put your own image. I will not go through all of that, but I created mine, and then you can decide how you're going to distribute it. And so I offer you guys, if you want to scan this QR code, and I'm going to do it myself as well. If this way, it's like a very, very easy way to prove that you've attended this workshop with a data that's only you is going to keep. Cool, it works. Awesome. So again, I don't know if you're, I don't know what you think about this, guys, but me, it's the kind of stuff that makes me super excited because basically it's super easy to use. It took me 1 minute to create it, and it was super easy to share with you. Okay, now the last part I would like to share a bit is what we do at Sowl. So Sowl, we are a DApp builder. We are a builder of decentralized application. And basically, we enable you to combine everything I presented you before into your application. So you can use your own website if you have a Webflow, if you have a developer you worked with, and you can turn it into a decentralized application without coding. This is just a quick example of one of our users. So we have, in France, we have a French Forbes that's called Capital. They have a very old PHP website that is 15 years old. And Sowl is one line of code that you copy and paste, put on your website, and then it creates the connectors you need. For example, if you want to use XRPL, it's going to give you a Zaman wallet to connect with. If you want to use the ID with Heirloom, it's going to put you a Heirloom connector. And then you can, this way, just copy and pasting this line of code on your website, turn it into a decentralized application. So the way it works is when you connect your wallet, you can read the paywalls. Yeah, the way it works is they make partnerships with crypto projects. And when the project partners with them, they have a no-code admin panel. Actually, this is the panel of this website. And they decide which exclusive access they're going to give to which collection. So when you arrive on Sowl, you have the integration panel, and we offer you to use a set of a product. But for example, if you want to use XRP Ledger, you copy and paste that, put it on your website. There is a little tutorial here, explaining how it works, and you embed it on your website, and you can turn it into a Web3 application. For example, let's say that last year there was a token that was given for all the attendees. So let's say that we would like to give a discount for the attendees of last year. I don't know if you know, this tool is called BitRamp. It's a great API to check what's on the network. This is the Apex 23 NFT that actually Jason invited me to mint. And you have two information here. You have who is the issuer and what is the taxon ID. And this is how you define a collection. So if you want to add this token as kind of a perk on your website, you copy and paste the issuer, the taxon ID, and you go to your admin panel and you decide how you want that you want to assign this exclusive access to the paywall of the website. So it's quite straightforward. You go to NFT, XRP Ledger, you put the issuer, you put the taxon ID, and you add your condition. You attribute it to one of the products on your website or one of the sections of the websites, and like that, it turns your website into a Web3 application. If you are interested into Web3 building, we have a Telegram group that you can join. There is hundreds of builders of applications that share their problems, their struggles. So you're very welcome. And please introduce you, present what you're building, and we're going to help you as much as we can. I would like to thank all the builders that we've seen through this call who make great products to enable us to have a bigger pool of builders to make more things on the blockchain. So thanks for you guys, and thanks for listening to me. And if you have some questions, I'm here.